Hey guys, guess I'm just gonna do a rundown of all my tractors here. What I'm gonna do, and combine. Yes, combine, not combines, because I didn't get my other one yet. But I'll ask him about it. But yeah, this is all my tractors that I use. I've got more, but like they're all tore apart and stuff. Like there's no wheels and stuff like that, but yep. So what I'm gonna be doing here is I'm just gonna say the model, make, like the number, and then I'm gonna say what I use it for on the farm. So yeah. So let's start from the smallest. Where do we get? We got a John Deere 700. It's a Matchbox series. No steering wheel. It pretty much just sits in the shed. So, it's not that used. And I might be taking this apart. Oh, no, wait, never mind. Yeah, I won't be taking it apart. It might, yeah, just pretty much sit in the machine shop. That's really all it does, so. There's really no detail on it. So, yeah. Let's move on to this John Deere tractor. It is unknown. It is die-cast metal, which is really surprising to me, since all the cheaper hurdles that they sell like at Ace Hardware here are like the tractors like this, the big plastic ones. But yeah, it's pretty nice. This is mainly used for hauling like the feed grinder or the gravity wagon to feed cows or whatnot, and baling. So yeah. And then we got another unknown tractor here, and I think this is a diesel. Not really sure, because most tractors you see like this are diesel. So yeah, it's that they both have good. They don't have good detail, like because the numbers aren't there. Because if the number on here, it'd be right over here on this plate. If you can see it right there, right in front of the wheel, right there. So yeah, but it doesn't have a mechanical front though, so neither does this. And let's move to the John Deere. The John Deere John Deere 4555. Cab cut off though. I don't know if they offer them with no cabs, like in real life, but I know Ertl doesn't offer them with real cabs. So if you want one with no cab, you're just gonna have to cut the cab off, like I did with a wire cutter. But as you can see, the posts are still on there. Those are a pain to get off. So yeah, it doesn't have the number because this tractor was made before then, but it's one of my favorite tractors, just the way it is. So yeah. Okay, then we got this Case IH 7210. Yeah, it's got custom duals. The hitch broke off, the original hitch, so I stuck a hitch on from one of them Tonka tractors, and well, it needs some work on it again, because some of my stuff I use to haul this, like my manure spreader, it's die-cast metal and it's pretty heavy, and it really puts some stress on this back hitch. So yeah, that's pretty good detail. It's got the number on it. Yeah, I've seen one in real life. It's pretty close to the real thing. Then we got the 8300. It's got a mechanical front. as well as Case IH does. Oh shoot, you better scoot the camera over like this. Yeah, my bad. But pretty much, yeah, it's pretty much what you see. On the other side, the detail ripped off, and that's just from getting wet and being played with. Otherwise, it's in pretty fair condition. Besides, it did have the back lights, but you know, of course, got wet and ripped off, and it had that sticker to show slow-moving vehicle. But otherwise, it's pretty nice. Besides for the wheels, like they'll do this, and then they'll go like, yeah, they'll go in instead of being like they're supposed to. So yeah, I get really mad at that sometimes. But yeah, anyways. Well, we got a New Holland TG 285. Yeah, this is in excellent condition. Not a single chip on it. The cab's a little bent for some reason. I'm not sure. I mean, I got this at my grandpa's, so, and of course they have a lot of grandchildren, so it was probably played with quite a lot, and he said I could have it, but you know. This here is that plastic one. This is the only plastic one I have. It won't be the only one though soon, because I'm going to get one of the loader, but you know. Detail's not as great. I mean, there's no number. I'm guessing it's like a 90-20, somewhere around there in the 90s. It pivots really good. And surprisingly, I'm surprised that they even have the lights on there, because they got tail lights, and then they got the lights up in the cab, and then they got front lights. So I'm really surprised. So yeah. Oh jeez, way longer than I wanted it to, but yeah. Now we got the 8870. Oh shoot, I forgot to name off all these. I'll do that at the end. This is mainly used for plowing, and when I get my big planter, it'll be used for planting then. But yeah, it's got some nice features. It pivots well. It pivots the same. It pivots more than this one does. Because this one, you know, it's not as realistic, but this one pivots even more. And, well, it's, you know, it's just all out better. The cab is older, though, and it's got duals and whatnot, so, yeah, and it's enjoying it. Alright, so now for my favorite machine on the farm. The New Holland TR98 twin turbo. Yeah, twin rotor. This is a really nice combine. I don't know, because I bought it from a friend in mint condition. I'm guessing it was around $50 to $40. I mean, these don't get cheap, especially when they're die cast metal like this. Yeah, they aren't cheap. So yeah. And it does have a corn and draper header. See that or whatever, but yeah. So that's it for my tractors, and I forgot to name off these four middle ones. Yeah. This here is mainly the planting tractor, you know, and manure spreading tractor. This here is used for hauling wagons, like the gravity wagons and stuff like that, and baling. This here is used for hauling wagons. So yeah, actually these two can almost do anything, pretty much. And this here is used for tilling.